So we have Bernie Sanders. The Soviet Union and Venezuela are not examples of socialism. Well, I thought Bernie visited, of course, the Soviet Union, and in fact, he honeymooned there. And of course, these are two great examples of socialism. We have a clip on this, and here's the burn.
Obviously, Soviet Union was an authoritarian society with no democratic rights. And I think if you know history, you'll know that democratic socialists stood up and fought against that. You can look about what existed in the Soviet Union or in Venezuela. That is not what I'm talking about at all.
So no one's going to the Gulag?
No one's going to go to the Gulag except for, all the rich people, of which Bernie's one of them now, apparently. Guys, what do you think about Bernie's complete flip-flop about communism and socialism?
Bernie is delusional, and he's proffering something that just isn't true. It can't happen, and it hasn't happened. And what he's saying is, oh, well, we look at these other examples of socialism, right? And we can't compare them because they didn't have the same form of government. Bernie thinks you can have a democracy and socialism work together. Well, you can't. And the thing is, Russia, for example, he's like, well, they were authoritarian governments. Like, well, Marx, the father of socialism, he termed socialism the first phase of communism.
Yes.
Where socialism goes, communism follows, right? That
Very
authoritarian leader. And he thinks that socialism can exist in a democracy, and it can't.
Of course it can.
That's why those countries that have implemented socialism have those authorities. People seize control of this massive government that controlled everything.
Well said. Well said.
It's
Come
a
on,
machine, and it's hungry, and you're not going to satisfy it. It's going to destroy everything if you actually implement socialism.
Because we've heard so far, just this podcast, we've heard California wants to give illegals free healthcare. We've heard AOC, she wants to give people free places to live. And now, you have Bernie Sanders who's backing off on pure socialism, Marxism, communism, saying, well, those aren't great examples because those are failed states. I'm talking about the states that have succeeded. Name a state that succeeded under communism and socialism.
You know how you get millennials to not want socialism, or at least take a second thought, is tell them, if we expand government control and a government provides everything, there is the possibility that one individual could take control and be authoritarian. See, it's happened in history, and that person could be Trump. Do you want that? Do you want Trump to be control of your housing, your food, and everything?
Yes, because remember,
they might be like,
College Park says that Trump is more dangerous than China, remember?
Yeah.
Donald Trump is much more dangerous. So next up, we have the dumbest bill in America. We need music for that eventually, but I know we don't have it. We have the dumbest bill in America, and that is Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib from Michigan introduced a bill this week to provide national universal basic income to middle and lower income Americans. We actually don't have a clip from her, but universal basic income is essentially giving people a check each month for doing nothing and just saying, hey, here's some money and you get to live on this for doing nothing, and everybody gets it, not just you. In her case, it would be, however, for middle and lower income Americans. And Andrew Yang, who's running for president of the United States, is a businessman. He's a Democrat. Andrew Yang, we have a clip from him talking about universal basic income. Let's hear Andrew Yang's clip.
Meet Andrew Yang. You may not have heard of him before, but the 44-year-old tech exec has been running for president since 2017 on one big idea: universal basic income. He calls it the freedom dividend.
Imagine being able to look your teenage son or daughter in the eye and say, starting at age 18, you will receive $1,000 a month from your country because your country loves you, your country values you, and you are just as American as everyone else.
Yang says it's the best solution to future job loss from automation and artificial intelligence.
Yeah, and I say that basically everybody in the rest of the world in poor countries are going to come to the United States and say, hey, I want my universal basic income, I want my free place to live, and I want my free health care. Millennials, talk to me.
I think you have to be a citizen to receive that.
Are you for UBI, universal basic income? Why?
You got to work for your money.
How about millennials? You're not, but are millennials in general?
Oh, there's probably a good bit that are for it.
Free money, yeah.
Yeah, free money. It's not accountable. I don't have to do anything to receive it.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't have to do anything to receive it. I mean, look, this has been tested. Finland did it. They did a whole year's test, and they gave two test groups. One group gets money for nothing, no requirements, no strings attached. The other group had to search for a job. They wanted to see who would be more likely to go and actually find a job and do something, be more productive. They found that both groups were just as, the equal and whether or not they, wanted to go get a job and was productive. They only found that the group that was getting free money was happier. I mean, that's the finding. Seriously, that's what they found.
That's right. Give me my money.
Yeah.
Squirrel, come on.
From Andrew Yang, the Andrew Yang clip, so he said $1,000 a month per person.
Yes.
So that's $12,000. You are below the poverty line. So I don't know how you can live off of $12,000 a year. Like,
yeah, but we're talking about the new plantation, and the whole idea of
Well,
this
get hooked,
money
but yes.
is to basically to get people hooked on this. And remember, there's no requirement in his proposal or in Rashida Tlaib's proposal, which of course is the dumbest bill in America, to work. There's no requirement to do anything. It's just like, yeah, I'm going to sign up. Give me the money. Right?
Maybe clean up your neighborhoods as a trade-off for that. So you're actually making the place where you live. I don't know. There should be. It's like it's a different form of welfare basically. So you have. But where are we going to get the money though? We're $24 trillion in debt. I'm still worried about that.
And you should be, because your generation's going to be paying the price. There's no
thank you very
doubt
much, Mr. Boomer.
Thank you. I'm on the correct side though. I'm on the side that's trying to stop all of the spending. Hey everybody, this is Mark Fisher with Mark and the Millennials. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.